All right, guys, so today, different video. So I've had a few people comment how I became a mechanic, just things along the lines of that. So I figured I'll share the story. So it all pretty much starts as a kid, had a nitro RCs and electric RC cars, and then from there, as I got older, just started messing with other stuff. By the time I was 15, I got my first car, a 98 Jeep Cherokee. And then from there, I got my 68 Charger. And then, as things would break or I wanted to modify things, I just kind of went out and did it myself and kind of progressed from there. In high school, I was in automotive shop class where I learned how to do alignments, use a tire machine, just basic things like that. And, it was overall a very fun experience. That was in Decatur, Alabama, and also here in Windsor, California, where actually I was able to get my 68 Charger going. It'd been sitting since like 1986, 87. I did the floor pans, just kind of all the mechanical stuff to get it back on the road. And overall, it was a pretty fun project. It was actually a senior project for my senior year in high school, so that was pretty cool. And then after that, I didn't really know if I wanted to go into automotive or not. So I worked at Oil Stop, just a quick lube oil change place where I was just, write up service, greet customers, just simple stuff because, it's just a quick lube. And then I ended up going to the dealership. I was a lube tech. However, that dealership was not really ran the best, so it unfortunately was not a good experience. And then I started venturing out and doing different construction type jobs. One of those jobs was doing maintenance and construction at gas stations. The pay was very well, but unfortunately everything was out of town, so I really had no social life. And just trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, and that was from ages 18, 19, 20, 21. Then right around 22, during the, it was the middle of the pandemic, I was just doing DoorDash. It actually, after expenses and stuff, I was, making about 28 to 35 bucks an hour, which was, pretty good. And I was able to work on my own projects that I had at home. Not the Charger, but I did work on, had a 74 F100, an 83 K5 Jimmy, 87 4Runner, a few Toyota pickups, and I was fixing these cars up and selling them, and it was going pretty good. But then eventually the market got oversaturated for DoorDash. Things were slowing down. I met a guy. He was in Martinez, California. He had a little shop, and he would kind of do the same thing but on a larger scale. Find these old cars, fix them up, sell them. So I'd go there on the weekends and do a cash job, and I did that for probably 3 to 4 months. But the writing was on the wall, like, hey, you really this is all temporary stuff, and you gotta find something that is more secure. And then that's when Daniel told me, hey, you should come here to AAA. At that time, Daniel, he kind of did the same thing, similar, did some automotive, then did some construction, but then went back to automotive. And he had just became a tech. This was probably 2022, 23, somewhere around there. So then I got started here as a tire guy. And I already knew Mike, or as we call him, Uncle Fester. I'd met him at a car show that they would do here with the Charger, and he had this cool V8 Beetle. And then, he worked here, so that was pretty cool. And then just between him and Daniel, and then just Alan, they saw how I worked, and I just pretty much, worked really hard as a tire guy and just kind of worked my way up and let them know, like, hey, I still don't have any certifications, but I do know how to do this other mechanical work. It's just not experience in the shop. So after 1 year of being a tire guy, then I was able to become a level 1 technician. I got my suspension and brake ASC, and then from there I've just kind of done whatever just kind of comes in through the door. We do a lot of brakes, but also mechanical stuff. Like I have changed clutches, transmissions, engines. Although the shop isn't super set up for big, heavy work like that, just because we only have one rack per technician. So we usually don't get into stuff that big, but if it does have to happen, we will do it. But yeah, it's been a really good experience. And then between all of that, when the tool trucks would first come by, Justin had just gotten started around the same time when I started as a GST. And I didn't really want to get on the tool truck. I probably didn't get on his truck for the first, a month or two that he would come by, just because I was like, I don't know, that's kind of expensive. It's kind of, I don't know. I just didn't want to, I was a little intimidated by the tool truck, to be honest with you. But then Cesar, he bought a cart from him, that white and red one. Then I started going on, and I thought, oh man, this is pretty cool. So, eventually I had to get better tools as I wanted to, become a technician. This is all when I was still a tire guy. And then I let's see. Yeah, just started going on, talking with him, and then, you know, doing videos. And I saw other tool truck tour videos on YouTube, and I watched a whole bunch to kind of get ideas, see different tools, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then eventually, I don't know exactly how it happened, but you know, I was kind of starting the channel, just doing little car videos, little RC car stuff, you know, kind of just doing a little bit of just documenting my hobbies. At the same time, Daniel got his new Snap-on box, so we made a video on that. And I asked Justin, hey, is it cool if we do a tool truck video? And we did, and that was one of the first videos that actually got some traction, and I was like, holy cow, this is pretty cool. And from there, it just kind of progressed, and then whenever Snap-on pops in, we'd make a Snap-on video, we'd do a Harbor Freight video, then we've done now with Cornwell Scott, and it's been a lot of fun. And actually, I haven't shown you guys this, but check this out. So in the very beginning, it started off with this little Blue Point car. It's actually, we don't know whose it is. It was just been here at the shop. And this is where I kind of had my simple stuff when I was a tire guy. And one day, I accidentally set the rack down and bent that caster. But yeah, then I upgraded and got my red US General cart, the full bank service cart. And then Mike gave me this orange one, so I had those two. Then I had the purple and black maximizer, and then from there I eventually upgraded to this one, all within 1 year. Pretty crazy transformation. But yeah, just kind of a little story, just kind of how from beginning to end where I'm at right now. As of right now, my goal is obviously I want to get more certifications, and eventually, I don't know, I kind of I've always kind of had an interest on like big equipment, machinery, heavy duty, diesel and stuff, so that'd be something to get into down the road that I think is pretty cool. But for now, I'll just, you know, keep working my way up and just absorbing as much knowledge as possible from everyone, like Mike, Alan, and really anyone. I'm always open ears to pretty much everyone's thoughts, suggestions, just whatever they have to say. You know, I always like to, you know, just be open-minded and just listen to what everyone has to say. Well, guys, that sums up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, at 10,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. We're going to give away some awesome tools. So yeah, thank you, everyone, and have a good day.